Now, on the 6th of September, the Sports 360 team was at the Nigeria High Commission for a book launch by former Super Eagles player, Green Eagles player, and African football legend, mathematical Segun Odegbami.
The book is titled Me, Football and More, and it details his journey through football on the pitch and off it. Let's take a look at what some of the attendees had to say.
You know, Segun is a friend of mine. I've known Segun for almost 37 years. His book, I hope, will help the new generation, not only in Nigeria, but in Africa. We hope also that the younger generation of footballers will follow his example, you know, coming up with books, leaving behind a legacy is where we all are asking, and it will help, you know, showcase Nigeria as a country.
I mean, today has been outstanding. You know, the number of people that have turned up, it's incredible. It shows the passion and the recognition and the admiration of Nigerians. I mean, I cannot tell you, I cannot put it into words how I feel now.
As a child, the name Segun Odegbami was a household name. The name Mathematical Odegbami was a household name. But it was my first time in my life to actually see the gentleman face to face.
I've been watching the man, and I'm not going to be giving away my age, but I do remember vividly in the very late 70s, watching him play for ISS, the Shooting Stars, and of course playing for the Nigerian national team, known then as the Green Eagles. And I still have very fond memories of 1980, which I believe was a crowning glory to a very glittering career.
I'm so honored and glad that he's been able to, you know, for the first time bring his book to London to showcase and to premiere it to us here. You know, very privileged to be here and honored to have been able to even give a speech on my family's behalf. It's a phenomenal book. You can even see from the packaging, it reads great. It means quality, and when you get inside, it's another world. And it just gives you an insight to my dad's world and his past, his journey from being a football player, even before that.
And that there was May 7, the popular musician here in the UK, and of course your lovely daughter. She said nice things about you there, especially about this book. Tell us a little bit more about it.
Thank you very much. Well, just as they said, that's my journey. I've been writing for 34 years now, since when I was actually playing, and I've not stopped writing for different publications and newspapers and magazines and internet sites and so on. So this is just like a compilation of some of the writings that tell a story, you know, about my life, you know, football and other things that I've been related with.
And of course, this book will inspire the future generations of players as well to see playing during football time and post-football. What would you, I think it would inspire a lot of young people, but what exactly is your goal, your aim, writing such a book?
Yeah, you know, my intention is I want players, particularly African players, to think beyond just the game, that there's a life beyond the game, before and after, particularly the after. Because if you look at the history of African football, you will see that it is littered with so many sad stories of players who finish their careers and don't know what else to do. So for us in Africa, it is so important to have an education. And once you have an education, you'll be able to do so many things. The world becomes your stage. And I'm just, you know, like pioneering so many things, telling footballers that you can do so many things beyond football. You can turn the world into your paradise with an education. So it is the little education I had that has given me the opportunity to be in radio, on television. Now this is my 4th book. So all the opportunities that you need an education with it.
You say the little education you had, but on Friday when I was privileged to be at the Nigeria High Commission, when I got home,
there too with
yeah,
Friday,
exactly. I got home and I told my mom that I went to the Nigeria High Commission for the book launch of mathematical Segun Odegbami, and she was like, he's an engineer. What's he doing writing books? So you're an engineer and you also write books. Just tell us a little bit of the process. While you were playing football back in the days, and before the football, of course, was the education, did you, at the point when you were playing football, the high life, the celebrity life, the money coming in, did you still think at the back of your mind that this education was still going to serve me one day?
Well, I think it has to do with background. Before football was education. If you are a Yoruba man such as I am, you would know that education comes first in everything. So, for example, in the secondary school I went to, we were taught, all kinds of things, and I discovered my talent in fine arts and writing. So even from then, I would write articles or essays, and I would illustrate them. And so many of them were at home at that time. So it was a gift I had even before football started. So one editor, when I was playing in 1978, just came to my house, saw some of my writings, and now introduced me to his newspaper, Sunday Tribune, and asked if I could write. I'd never heard of a footballer writing before that, but I took it up, and I've never stopped since then.
You mentioned your secondary school. Just wanted to ask you briefly, what secondary school was that?
St. Murumba College, Jos. In Jos. Not in Lagos. St. Murumba, Jos. That's a great school, I must tell you.
And I think that's really beautiful as well, to let footballers know, especially the young kids who want to play football, that education is so important. We can see as well here, there's you, there's a trophy there, there's a football, and there's a pen there to let people know. That's a very important part after as well.
Absolutely.
Football. As your legend, not just in Nigeria, but across Africa, are you looking maybe to going to other African countries and preaching the word in your book about education and life after football?
I hope I'll have the means to do that, but I have started on the journey. I'm here in the UK, I'm going to the US, and I believe I'll go to Ghana. And if there's the means, oh yes, I would love to go everywhere and preach that, particularly to Africans.
We're all excited fans to see you here today, not only with this book, but to even have you around to talk about your memories in football. Now that he said you were ahead of your time, mathematical, Shege, mathematical. Why, how mathematical? What brought that name up?
Apart from the engineering.
Yeah, well, I truly don't know. It was a radio commentator in those days who nicknamed me mathematical. I never really got around to asking him what he saw. Was it my relationship with engineering and mathematics, or was it how I played, or was it how I ran, or was it how I saw?
How you played the position.
I read a little bit about it from Follow Ishola.
Okay.
who the author of that commentary?
No, Ernest
Okonkwo was author of that commentary. Yeah, I think Ishola Follow took over from Ernest Okonkwo. I think it was his legendary touchline football.
Yeah.
Because the commentary then was, if you play the football as a 7, right, but on the touchline, he will go from there to score the ball without even going out of the. And that's why the mathematical issue came from.
We do have something in common, Mr. Odegbami, but you don't know what it is.
No, you tell me.
I'll tell you what it is.
Here we go.
You were number 7 jersey.
Yeah.
I was the number 7 jersey when I was captain of my volleyball team.
Wow!
And May 7 was born on the 7th of May as well.
He's jealous. That is the connection that I feel that we have. I have to ask you a quick question.
Yeah.
When I wrote on my Twitter account that you were coming on the show today, I have one fan that was so excited. And he said, please, 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 Mimi, you must ask Uncle Odegbami, as he put it, 2 of my questions about the Super Eagles. May I go ahead and ask you?
Please go ahead.
The first question he would like to know is, what is your opinion on the current Super Eagles squad?
1, the Eagles squad of today are the only superpower football team in Africa. In the past 1 year, look at their records, unmatched by any other team in Africa. They are current African champions. They are the most difficult team to play against. It is a team that doesn't really have a great superstar. The one that is building up to being a superstar is Mikel Obi. Outside of him, you have so many good players in that team. We have scored 7 goals in 6 games, and not one person has scored 2 goals. All the goals have been scored by different goal scorers. We have very fast, very athletic, very committed players in that team. And the world should just watch out. With the experience of the Confederations Cup, the World Cup is going to be a fantastic opportunity.
Another question from the viewer as well on Twitter. What do you feel that the team, the Super Eagles team, the current Super Eagles squad, what does it require to reach greater heights?
In Africa, we have proven that we are the best. And for the next couple of years, I don't see any team really threatening our superiority in Africa. But beyond Africa, you could see in the Confederations Cup that we could match any team in terms of pace, in terms of speed, in terms of skills. What we lacked was that quality in organization and discipline that is required for you to succeed at that level, which we still lack. So if we can achieve that within the next couple of months before the World Cup, that team would be incredible. It is a team. It is not a collection of great players like the JJs, Kanus, and of that era. This is a team. This is a team that can really succeed. We need organization.
So Keshi has done a good job. I'm going to ask really quick. Keshi's done a good job then getting in there, mixing in with the old, with the new players as well, developing them. Don't you agree?
I agree. Keshi, for me, is the best Nigerian, indigenous coach Nigeria has ever had in our history. His qualifications are unmatched. He played it at every level. He has the qualifications. He has all the experience. Now he's putting together a team, not just with professionals, as so many people came to do, pick professionals. He's developing boys from the local league, mixing them and so on and so forth. What Keshi needs is a complement of technical knowledge that will just assist him.
That will match his...
That will just assist him a little bit. And Nigerian football will be there.